and maybe like maybe say some a suggestion or something about his talking. I mean, the partner, the mate.
Yes, you're right. Okay, yes, I want to highlight that part that Alidia mentioned about those cases where maybe your partner doesn't speak at all, or maybe he speaks too much and doesn't let you do your participation. And the person in the video, the man, mentioned it some kind of expressions that you can use when that kind of things happen for you to show the interest on the interaction, okay? Because that part gives you a mark, some marks on your speaking ability, of course, but they also give you some marks or points for the interaction part, okay? So even if the other person doesn't speak or doesn't let you speak, you have to show the interest to participate with them. Maybe asking questions or maybe trying to stop the other person, but in a polite way. So take into account that because sometimes when we're speaking in those kind of tests, we get too nervous and we forget about it, that there's another person with us and there's another person that have to do it, the same exercise with us. So maybe they're not trying to be rude, maybe they're not like being a rude person with you. It's just like the pressure is like taking control of them. So you have to show the interest, and as Alirio said, it's okay. That's not gonna that doesn't mean that you don't do the exercise or like you're gonna lose the points. No, no, it's okay. Also, I want to highlight that this exercise or this part of the test, part 3, it's about a main topic and you get some prompts, right? Like subtopics. And you're supposed to mention or to talk about all the subtopics. You get between 5 or 8 subtopics. And sometimes they're too much for the amount of time that you get. But you're supposed to speak about all of them. So you have to take into account to balance your ideas and how much you're going to speak about each one of them so you are able to cover all the topics, okay? Any questions about how to handle that part or it's clear?
For me, it's clear.
Yeah. When the teacher showed the topic, they are 5 subtopics.
Yes,
And
sometimes 5. Yes?
And we have to talk about all the subtopics.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. At the end of the intervention, the interlocutor asks you a question to conclude. It's until that question that you have to choose only one, okay? So, I don't know, an example. They mention the main question or the main topic is which of those achievements is the most important in a person's life? And you get 5 subtopics, maybe getting married, getting a new job, graduation, buying a house, and buying a car. So the first exercise is to talk about all of them, all 5 prompts, for around 4 minutes. And then the interlocutor says, okay, it's all right, I got it. And now he gives you a conclusion question. So maybe he's going to ask, okay, but among all those achievements, which one is the most important or which one is the less important? So with that conclusion question is the moment where you have to only talk about one. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, it's clear? Good.
Yes.
So I'm going to share my screen for you to see the timer, and the example for our part 3. Okay, so this is the example. And it's perfect because you are only 2, so you're going to obviously work with each other, right? Remember that you're going to have 4 minutes for you to interact with your partner. answering the question, and this is the question we have for today. Why do people feel proud about these things? So, a new car, a new baby, getting a new job, winning a prize, and supporting a sports team. You have to cover all those prompts. And remember that it's not just you giving your point of view and then stopping and letting the other person know. You have to interact, okay? You have to use connection questions. Okay, so Ali, what do you think about it? Do you agree with me? Or what's your point of view? You know, those kind of questions, okay?
Okay,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, good. So I'm going to give you 1 minute for you to organize your ideas and then you're going to start the exercise, okay? Remember,
Okay.
1 minute to prepare. Go ahead.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, are you ready? Yes? No? So?
So, so.
Okay, now it's alright.
So
It's a easy question. Alidio, are you ready?
no, but it's okay. We can start.
Alright. So, Alidio is going to start, okay?
Okay.
Remember, 4 minutes for both of you to talk about it, alright?
Okay.
4 minutes for
Just
the
oh,
for both. And you
three
can
is
start.
four.
Tell me? 4 minutes, yes.
4 minutes.
But not for only you, for you and your partner, okay?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So Alidio, you can start now.
Uh, okay, here we have five different point of view about why do people feel proud about these things. For me, as a man, definitely getting a new car. It's important for me. It's a part of my passion. Also, it's like a different style, a different style of life. So it's also a well-being for your life, for your family, or for those people who surround you. What do you think about that, Olga?
Yes, it's an important thing for family because it's necessary when to travel with children and is other thing important for men. They feel proud about it. Other thing important or other thing that people feel proud is when getting a new job because have money and it's possible to have opportunity to travel to buy things clothes food to have entertainment and people feel better. What do you think, Alicia?
Yes, that your point of view really interesting. For example, if you like to travel, so definitely the getting a new job, you could get a higher payment, so you can get like different points or different goals, and also like for example in this case, winning a prize. So if, for example, if you get a prize, it doesn't matter if it's in your job or any contest. So that's a part, or that's a feeling that like fool you, like feel you about a different state in your life. So definitely that's a good part also. Do you think that winning a prize it's important in your life?
Yes, it's important because it encourages me to develop other high level in my life when win a prize, and I can share. I'm sorry, a little prize, and yes, it's important in my life. It give opportunities and better state in my life. Yeah. What do you think about a new baby? Is a moment or big moment may feel proud a minute.
Okay, that's this part actually nowadays for me it's a controversial part. Even though I have a daughter, I think that it's not convenient to have a baby. I know that's really strange for me and also for new people. But we live in a new society, so we don't know exactly what that baby is going to live, like going to experience in this new society. I don't trust on this new society. So sorry about that. It's a little controversial. And how about sporting, supporting a sport team? I'm not a fan about that. How about you, Olga?
I share some points with you. The society is complicated to grow up children, but I am mother, so I share with my son a lot of things. I feel happy, great, encouraged, but for that is great, it's interesting and it's important. But when you think about the values, about the discipline, about the society, is a bad moment to have babies. So for that reason, I share some points with you.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I have to stop you. Thank you so much. Good job. Excellent job. I like the interaction. Good, good,
Thank
good.
you.
Only one point. When you say sociedad, remember that the right pronunciation is society. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, no, society, society. Society is the right way to pronounce it. But good job. Now, to conclude, I want to know for you which of those moments in your life, which of these moments in your life make you feel the proudest, okay? Like which one is the most important for you? Getting a new car, a new job, having a baby, winning a prize, or supporting a sports team? Which one do you think is the most important or the moment that makes you feel the best? And you have 2 minutes to answer that question, okay? Again, 2 minutes as a group, okay?
Okay.
As a group between both of you. And you can start now.
And for me, getting a new job is the most important because with it possibility, with the optional, with the new job, I have the possibility to find or improve my style of living, education, with the entertainment. So that point is the most important for me. What do you guess, Amelia?
Yes, I totally agree with you. Definitely, that's an important part of your life. For me, it's also so important, but I have, I think, a different feeling, especially for winning a prize. Actually, that prize came from my job. So it was a kind of I don't know, like that great effort that I did during 2 years. Like finally, it was worthy. So I got a prize, which was to go to another country to study. So I think that those days when I didn't sleep and all those things that you have to go through, definitely they are worthy. So for me, winning a prize is the best one for me, and that's my point. What do you think, Olga?
Yes, I can two points and have the linking because is the objective is improve our professional and they are import and they are linking. Excuse me, teacher.
No, it's okay. Good job. Excellent. God, I like it. I like when you do the exercise right. Perfect. So, highlights. I don't have anything to correct, but I want to highlight that both of you connected your answers with personal experiences, right? So, for example, for the conclusion, you guy Alirio connected his point of view with something personal. And in the first part, when you were talking about having a new baby or having a kid, Olga did the same thing, connecting that point of view with her experience with her kid. So excellent strategy because when you connect your answer with your own life or with your own experiences, it gives you the opportunity to speak more or like to have more information to explain or describe. So good strategy right there. And you keep the interaction, that's good. You provide reasons for each one of your points of view. So perfect. You follow all the advices. So good job right there. Now, we're going to practice the fourth part of the test, right? And in this case, I want to know if you saw this video right here, the CAE speaking part 4.
Yes, I did.
Yes? Okay. Alirio, what can you tell me about the video? What tips did you get from the video?
Um, okay, for me, the most important one was like you have to get the correct word or the correct questions, because if you know what you're talking about, or what was the question about, you know what is your answer. If you don't answer the correct one, you will tell something that is fake, or maybe it's not convenient to say. So in that case, in that video, it happened that the blonde guy was a little confused between the radio and internet, and the another guy corrected him, and the interviewer encouraged him to do that, because definitely you have to answer what you were asked.
Yes, that's completely right. And you can lose marks if you answer the wrong thing. Remember the first
Exactly.
encounter when we saw a video that they recommended us that it's okay to ask the question again because it's better for you to make the other person repeat instead of answering the wrong question. So yes, that's a good highlight. Olga, what about you? What tips or advices do you remember getting from the second video, this one?
Okay, in this video, the vocabulary strategy is the point, is the clue in this interaction conversation. To listen carefully the partner because with the is you can connect the ideas and to have a fluent conversation. The more is pay attention and use vocabulary strategy.
Yes, that's right. So I don't know if you remember, but in this video, the man said that when the other partner is speaking, You can be thinking on your, okay, what am I going to answer? Or like, how am I going to say it? No, you have to be really attentive to what the other person is saying, because maybe he's going to direct the answer to another point. So if you're not paying attention, maybe you can say, oh, I agree to something that you don't actually agree, or something that is not right. So yeah, it's really important, or like the main advice is to listen carefully and be really focused on what the other person is saying. Not just to be polite, but also to be able to do the right exercise or to do a good performance. So yeah, take into account that. Now, I'm going to show you the samples for part 4 is this one. Do you see the screen?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. So I'm going to give you a question, and you're supposed to talk about that question as the guys in the video did for 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes as a group. Okay, and we're gonna do this exercise twice. Okay, yeah. That means that I'm going to give you two different questions, but apart. Okay. In the first trial, you're going to answer the question, which is more important to teach people, a sense of team spirit or individual initiative, and why? Okay, that's the first question. I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare your ideas, and then I'm going to say who has to start answering the question. All right? Yes?
Yes,
So
teacher.
take 1 minute.
Excuse me,
Tell
teacher.
me.
Could you repeat which one we have to choose?
The question is, which is more important to teach people, a sense of team spirit or individual initiative, and why? This one
Okay.
is the third question. So take 1 minute to prepare your answer. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Okay. So remember, you speak together again as an interaction, a conversation for 5 minutes, answering this question: why, which is more important to teach people, a sense of team spirit or individual initiative, and why? You have to give strong reasons, support your reasons, try to use a strategic vocabulary. Don't forget to use interactive questions to ask your partner's opinion, and try to sound natural when you agree or disagree. All right? Like to take in mind all those advices that you heard on the videos. And the person who is going to start answering is Alirio. Okay?
Okay.
So 5 minutes is starting now.
Okay. Here we have an important part. I just want to ask you if you have ever heard about this proverb. This is an African proverb which says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Have you ever heard that?
Excuse me, Ali, I can understand.
Okay, it's a proverb, and the proverb says that if you want to go fast, go alone. So in that part, it's a part of individual initiative, and if you want to go far, I mean like far away, you can work together to reach a point. So that's my point. I think that nowadays it's more important to encourage the sense of team spirit, because that's a part of the society. We have to live. We are socials for. We are naturally socials because we live in a society. We live in a neighbor. We live in a city. So we have to learn to live with them, with people, with our mates, with our family. So that's a part that now is missing. For that's my opinion. What do you think, Olga?
Yes, Ali, I guess the below sense of team spirit is important because we live always in community or with other people. But I'm not sure if we have to develop first individual initiative because we have to the aptitude is important to make teams. So if you have to be alone, in this case individual initiative is the important thing to teach a people. But I have a controversial in this part because individual initiative is important because the aptitude may allow to make things, but in the real context it's important to teach a sense of team spirit because all environment is or they are a lot of people. So I have a contribution to reason and share your answer, Alirio, because we have to work with other people, to live with family, other members, and share different things. I don't know, what do you think about that? What
Oh,
is the most important, or what is the first part we have to teach people?
okay. Yes, for the fact that I told you that a sense of team spirit it's more important. I'm not telling you that individual initiative is it's not. Of course it is, but for me it has like a higher importance in the society. So some people nowadays, some guys, they are really selfish. Like if you notice that they really suffer like working together with another friends, and also is also for technology. It's of course useful, helpful, but it's also harmful for those guys that maybe they can suffer like making new friends or making new friendships. So that's also important. If you of course you need technology, you need the information, but you also need a support, and a machine won't support you never. Okay, that's different. A person will do. So that's my point of view. Definitely, I agree with you, but just like a 50% or a 40%. So my point of view is just like work together as a team, work together. Like if you work together, if you attach, if you join your effort, for sure you will get your goal.
Yes, it's important to teach senses of the spirit. I share that point because we have studied virtual, and some tasks or at some moments we have to feel need interaction with other people. So I agree with you about that point.
Thank you.
Okay, good job. Excellent.
Teacher, I had a problem. When
Tell me.
I see the clock, I I
Sorry.
I forget all because the time I feel pressure with the time.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes, that's right. Time is a really important factor to put pressure on your performance, right? Because you're saying like, oh my God, I have a lot of things to say, but we only have 15 seconds to finish. So yeah, it's okay. But I understood your point. Good job. Only one recommendation: when you say important, that and has to sound, okay? No, it's not just important, no, important. Okay, make it sound at the end, important. The rest of it is right. Again, I like how you connected with your own life. Like, good. The debate right there. Good job. Especially because next encounter, we're gonna do a debate practice, right? I don't know if you already read, the rubric for task 3. Task 3 in the English conversation course is gonna be a debate, right? That's the only thing that you have to present. I think, I don't know if you have already signed up for a schedule for that task. In case you haven't, you should go after our encounter and check your emails to choose a schedule for you to present your debate. But that debate is apart from our encounters, remember. So you go there, you choose a schedule, they give you a topic, a video for you to watch and prepare your performance, and then you have to do the debate. But the next encounter, next Thursday, we're going to practice how to develop your performance in a debate. And it's going to be really similar to what you did right now, right? Like I give you a question with two different sides and I say, okay, Aliria is going to defend this one, Olga is going to defend this one. And you have to start giving your ideas and your reasons and support your opinions with examples and connections with real life. So good job right there. It's like a preparation. Now I'm going to give you another question, okay? And we're going to do the same exercise, like a little debate, I'll say. The next question is this one, the first one in this card. Which is more important for young people nowadays? Going to college or getting a job? So again, you're going to have 1 minute to prepare your ideas, and then we're going to perform again for 5 minutes. All right? Remember, the question is, which is more important for young people nowadays? Going to college or getting a job? 1 minute for you to prepare your answers. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. This time, Olga is going to start, okay?
Okay.
Remember, 5 minutes, 5 minutes to speak each other answering this question. Which is more important for young people nowadays? Going to college or getting a job? And Olga, you can start right now.
Yes. Okay. This question is a controversial nowadays because the president established rules that the lack the interest about the job or the career, because if young people go to the college, spend money, and to finish the career don't have a good job because there was for people that don't have experience, the pay is bad. So it's a controversial topic nowadays, but young people, it's more important to have a career and to have knowledge about uh, and some art, and to then can to share that experience in some company. So I guess it's more important to young people to go into college. What do you think, Alirio?
Yes. This part, quite the companies are requiring for new employees. That's, that's our reality nowadays. Actually, it's not fun for me. It's like for me, it's stupid. How can you have experience if you are just like finishing your college or your high school or whatever? So but definitely the most important part for me it's also the going to the college. Better studies like increase the chances of getting a new job or a better job. It's not the case here in Colombia, but is the case in another countries. So not only because the diplomas, but also because you are a better person, especially if you are going to manage personnel. So it doesn't matter if you are over prepared or doesn't matter if you don't have that experience. Definitely you have to go to the college. That's what I learned. That's what my mom said, and that's what I'm going to follow. That's my
Yes.
point, Olga.
Yes, it's true. I share with you my experience because I worked for 10 years as a sales person. I never had the opportunity to improve my 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 status in the company. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay, your
Yes.
job, yes.
yeah, I worked for 10 years there. But when I changed my shift and start to study, I had opportunity to work as a teacher and develop my skill and improve personality, and I have to overview about the life, other opportunities. So it's important to go to school because I give the priority about job, but don't have opportunity to improve or to change other things until change and until I start my career. I have the opportunity, other opportunity, better opportunities. So that I share your point with and compare it with my experience. It's true.
Yes, Olga. The that part it's illogical for sometimes. I know that our society, or like people, rich people used to like ask or require a lot of effort and a lot of studies for new people, but also the experience. So that's the bad part. If you have to study, it's logic that you won't have experience. So I think that after studying, you can get your job, and then they can ask you a different requirements. Like for example, if I am 30 years old, so they can ask me at least 5 years of experience. Otherwise, they don't have to ask that. That's it.
Okay, good job, guys. Excellent. Again, connecting it with real life, personal experiences, good strategy. Good job right there. Excellent. So see how you're improving a lot. I like it. So before we finish our encounter, I want you to take note of the question you're going to answer next encounter, okay? So for the next encounter, remember, it's going to be a debate, all right? A debate practice. And for that debate practice, we're going to be working with the fourth question in this card. Is this question: do you think it's important to study academic subjects, or should students only learn vocational skills? Anyways, I'm going to write the question on the chat later, and I'm going to send it for you to to check it easily. All right? And but I want you to please check information or learn about both topics or both point of view, because it's not until the next encounter that I'm going to tell you which point are you defending, okay? So maybe Olga is going to defend academic subjects or maybe vocational skills. So you don't know. So please be prepared on both fields. So it will be easier for you to do your performance, okay?
Oh, teacher,
Tell me.
I didn't understand something. So, okay, I
Tell.
understand that there is a debate, and of course, I will be in one of those parts. But
Mhm.
will be the debate with you, or I have to subscribe to in another part?
Okay, okay. There are going to be two things. First, the debate practice, that's with me in our encounters every Thursday at 7 p.m. At 8 p.m., sorry. But there's another debate, like the real one, the one that you're going to get 80 points, and that's tax 3. Okay? So, the debate that I am going to give you, or that I'm going to do with you, is part of our weekly encounters. Okay? But there's
Okay.
another one, like the big one, we might say, that it's part of task 3, and maybe could be with me or maybe could be with another tutor. That depends on your schedules, okay? That another debate is on a different schedule from our weekly encounters. I have prepared a schedule on Wednesday and Saturdays. So you have to look in your intern email of university and check the link that the tutor Liliana sent you, for you to check which of those schedules is better for you, and to write down your name in your Skype account, okay?
Okay,
Yes.
yes, actually, I am checking that document here in the university. What's your
Okay.
Skype? Sorry.
Mine is Martinez. Oh no, wait, sorry. This one is Skype. Oh God. No, mine is Ana Martinez.
Let me see. Ah, yes, got it. Yes, you have
Yes.
on Saturdays. Oh, just Saturdays.
On
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday.
There are two options for Saturday and an option for Wednesday, if I'm not wrong.
Wednesday,
So
Wednesday,
check which
Wednesday.
schedule is
Okay.
better for you and the time, and then. But anyways, for our next class, we're going to have a debate as a practice for you to get ready. All right? Remember the question? The
Okay.
question is, do you think it's important to study academic subjects or should students only learn vocational skills? So, my dear students, my feedback for today is that you did a really, really good job with these two parts. The last time we checked part 3, I think that was in the first encounter, you had some trouble understanding the dynamic of the exercise. But this time you showed me that now you understand the dynamic, that it's an interaction, like a conversation. You did a great job. You use good strategies supporting your ideas or your points of view. So keep doing it in that way. Excellent. Finally, I want to know if you already did the Edmodo quiz. Did you take it?
No, teacher.
No, you haven't? Oh my God.
No.
It's alright. You still have some time. So please don't forget to check that, the Edmodo quiz. Sign up your schedule for the most important debate, we'll say. And get ready for our debate, our practice debate for the next encounter. Remember, search for information about academic subjects and vocational skills, and which ones and why, or what are the reasons to say academic subjects are better or vocational skills are better. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much. And before we go, oh, I stopped sharing the screen. God. I want to do the third exercise, the third part again, because we practiced the second part twice, but we haven't practiced the third part twice. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. So, this time you're going to talk about this topic. Remember the dynamic. Again, it's a conversation for 4 minutes. You cover all the subtopics, and at the end, I give you a conclusion question. Okay? We're gonna do this one really quickly. We already know how to do it. So, the question is, what type of film will appeal? Remember that appeal is like, okay? To students in your class. A love story, a science fiction film, a thriller, a western, or an action film. Organize your ideas for 1 minute. You're gonna have 1 minute to organize your ideas, and then you do your performance for 4 minutes as a group. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Great.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I want Alirio to start with the intervention, okay? Remember again the tips that you heard on the video. act natural, give time to your partner to answer, cover all the 5 points, and balance your ideas. Okay? So 4 minutes, Alirio starts, and you can start now.
Okay, first of all, I just wanted to emphasize that it depends of the number of females and males I have in my class. Why? Because usually for women, they love they really like love stories in their films. And for example, in my case, I am a man. Of course, I like action films and science fiction films also, and depends also of the age of every student. So usually teenagers or young people prefer those kind of films, action, science fiction, or I don't know, thriller is not my favorite part. But I would say that if they have an average between 15 to 25 or 30 years old, they will prefer science fiction films. So that's my part. Actually, I don't have like any favorite. I don't wanna choose any of them. Actually, I just prefer to say that depends of the number of the part of my students. And that's it. How about you, Olga? What do you think about it?
Totally agree with the depend the age of the student because if the primary she prefer love stories because they are sweet people and the student are in from 6 to 8 maybe they prefer science fiction or action film and from 9 to 11 yes prefer trailer and western I'm not sure that the student like it because it's all history don't have effect, light, action, modern innovation, cars. So the Western is not sure about the student, but the other kinds, yes. Yes, I agree with you that depend of the age of the student. The action film and science fiction is the good history when we have to teach some topic. So I have to choose the best stand up or show the fields. What?
Yes,
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 tell me.
yes, Olga. Yes, Olga. That's my part. And even though there are like several choices, if I have to say like, okay, if I must pick out one of them, I will say that the action film it's also a good strategy. Nowadays they are so popular among the students or also the teenagers. So that's my point. But for example, I teach and I teach usually for older people. So I prefer like use a general film which is not here. It's about history. I don't know what is not here because Western is a little old-fashioned also, but too sorry, but the history part it's more interesting for them. That's those documents about history, also animals like nature, environment. Those are really important for them and really interesting. So that's a part that maybe I didn't mention. So yes, I pick out an action film for them. How about you?
Yes.
If you have to pick out one of them. Tell me one.
Well, I would like to choose I love history, the history because I like to talk with the children from 6 to 11. So I love history.
Okay, thank you.
Good job. Okay, now to conclude this intervention, which of those type of fields do you think is the less appealing for teenagers? For teenagers, remember. Imagine that you have a class of 7th or 8th grade, right? So the students are going to be between 12 and 14 years old. Which of these kind of films are going to be the ones they are going to hate?
For me, Western films that they are really old, they are not popular nowadays. For me,
What do you
Maybe
think, Olga?
maybe a science fiction film.
They're not going to
Not
like?
sure.
really?
Like, could be, could be. Thank you so much. That was good. Okay, excellent. So, take in mind all those tips that you applied today, not only for your performance at a test, but also in your daily speaking, okay? Because, yes, when we are speaking with someone, of course, we have to listen carefully. Of course, we have to pay attention to the other person's question. So all those tips are not only important for test practice or to do a test, but also for our communicative skills to improve them and to have a better or an improved speech performance. But you did a good job today. I like it. So pretty good. Don't forget, please, to take the model quiz and to practice for our next encounter. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher. Thank you very
Have a
much.
great night, a good weekend. Take care. Please stay healthy.
Yeah.
And see you next
Be safe.
encounter.
Be safe,
Okay.
especially
Yes. Yes.
keep away that coronavirus.
All right.
I'm just
Perfect.
kidding.
So see you.
Okay.
See you
Bye.
next encounter.
Bye, Alirio. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.